that.
Yeah,
Because
it seems awkward. I get it. It seems awkward, but if it sounds like you're a good dad, so it's like women especially find good dads hot and like sexy, so it could like really work in your favor.
Yeah, because I got to we young ones, and just trying to make it a very healthy environment for them, as well as try to bring them up as best we possibly can.
Yeah. No, that's great. That's great. So yeah, I would tell the new girlfriend first, and then I'd wait a few months, have coffee with your ex, and then tell her about it, and then be like, hey, I don't have plans for her to meet the children until after I know like this is a relationship that's gonna go on for a while. And even meeting in a setting all together would be a good thing. It sounds like it could be drama, but to be honest, it's not. Like if you guys were all to go to the park together with the kids and her, to where it's like an open space, so like they don't have to talk to each other, but they can, is a really good idea.
Yeah, I don't want them ganging up on me and creating a too big of a friendship.
Exactly. That's so true. Anybody that's gonna love you isn't gonna be too crazy though. So, well, I hope it works out for you. Do you have any other questions? I don't know. Did that help?
Yeah, it definitely did help. Gave me a better understanding, and maybe a better way to convey or can talk to both of them about it.
And women like honestly, everyone likes to think like women are jealous and stuff like that, but it's like the same thing over and over again. Like honesty is key. Like we're not like really these jealous creatures. We just like the truth. Like that's it. Because women have this thing where we like to think men are like hiding things. Personally, I feel that way, and from a lot of the females I talk to, like we feel like, oh, they're hiding things, they're being like fuckboys or doing things to where they're being sneaky. So the more you can do by telling them the truth up front and not seeming like you're sneaky, they're going to value you for that.
Oh yeah, that's very good advice. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you for calling in. I hope I gave you a little bit of information.
It gave me a lot to think about, as well as a lot of ways to go about it.
Good. I'm glad. Well, thank you for calling me.
Yeah, no problem.
Have a great night.
Have a good day.
You too.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye. All right. Accept well, tell the truth, and it's still not enough for some women. War and Peace. If you tell the truth and it's not enough for women, then that's not the woman for you. Also, delivery is key. The way you say things when you tell them things is very important. You have to deliver things in the right way. In a non-threatening way. All right. Pandemonium from Washington, 30 years old. So let me grab him and slide him in, and then we have one more after that. Hello, Pandemonium. How are you?
I'm amazing. How are you?
Good. Another female.
Yes.
Yeah.
We've actually met before, and I just like happened to hop on, and I was like, oh, a Q&A. I'm doing it.
I love that. Thank you for calling.
Thank you for hosting. I'm so excited.
Anytime. So what is your question?
Okay, so it's like I was trying to word it to the mod earlier, but basically like you have definitely been through quite the emotional and like spiritual and I think just like personal journey over the past couple years. And it's been like very difficult. So I just like I guess like what helps you like cope to like combat the like depression from sinking in, or like what motivates you, like what like coping skills, like what's like really helped you like continue to find like things that you can entrepreneur with and like be positive about.
So honestly, that's a great question. One of the things that when I was in my darkest of holes, like I will say, 2 to 3 months after my surgery, I actually spoke out to the ex-boyfriend of mine, and I actually reached out to my doctors, and I said, if I don't get help, I'm going to kill myself. I was in such a depressed state that I was on the brink of it. But obviously I know how much I want to fight to live, that I spoke out for help and knew I needed that help. So talking to my doctors and talking to them and talking to people around me was key. Unfortunately, people around you sometimes don't know how to deal with those type of things because they're very heavy. But I think even if they don't know how to deal with it, just telling them gets a lot of the pressure off your chest. And then one of the other things that I dealt with my therapist, and something she told me that was really good. Two things. When you're in a deep depressive state, remember to be kind to yourself, and remember to only do one thing a day. If you don't want to get out of bed and you're so depressed, it's okay to be depressed. It's okay to feel that way, right? But what's not okay is to not care for yourself. So you have to get up, and even if it's putting in toast and eating toast and then laying in bed for the rest of the day, that's fine. That's a great accomplishment. Like just getting up and brushing your teeth and laying in bed for the rest of the day, that's a fucking accomplishment. And you can be proud of that. And that's something to build on. Another thing that I think is really good is when you're in a very depressive state, even if you're not crying, self-soothing. So putting your hand on your chest and rubbing it and soothing yourself through emotions can really, really help. The power of putting that pressure on your chest and breathing and going in circles can really help pull you out of that negativeness, because it's giving yourself a little bit of hug, a little bit of love, and reminding yourself how much you matter to yourself. Getting outside is a thing that's really helped me.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
It's been like, I just moved to Seattle
It's
in
rained.
July from Florida. And like, I've lived in the Pacific Northwest, but like a huge love and like happiness moment for me was like going to the sunset in Florida. And they're just like, they're beautiful here, but like it was just like way different there. And I've gone to like quite a few and stuff like that. I would just say like my biggest like problem is anytime I'm like starting to feel bad, I'm just like, okay, I'll drink and have like a good time to like feel better, but I don't just have a couple drinks.
You
So
black
I know
out.
that like, yeah, I know that like influences it, and I'm like, how do I like have self-control? Because like I have roommates and stuff, and I'll finish like their liquor and stuff like that, and I'm like, sorry, my bad. But it's like, how do I have, and I've spoken to like the one that specifically like supplies the liquor about like how I am an alcoholic, and like, if like, don't leave it downstairs, like keep it in your room. If you don't want me to drink it, because I know 100% I will if I see it's there, and I won't ask for permission, because I'm communicating to you right now that I'm a fucking alcoholic and I'll drink it. Like, how do I like just like fight those urges? And like,
so that's extremely
hard.
Yeah, that's extremely hard. I don't know if you've saw my Twitch, but for an extent of my Twitch, I was heavily drinking on stream, blacking out quite often.
I did not.
Yeah, so like a year ago, a lot of my streams were really, I drank a lot, and I don't think people realized, I don't think the Twitch community realized like the hole I was in when I was drinking.
Yeah, that's exactly what it feels like, because like I can put on like a fun face and like be very transparent and like be very upfront about the fact that I have a problem, but also like I'm suffering so bad that I don't have control of the problems. I'm like, how do I regain the confidence and control?
Yeah, you know what it is? You have to truly just say, I'm done with this and I'm gonna be better. Like you can say you want to change, but you have to decide that you want to change.
No, 100%, 100%.
And then the other thing I would say is self-help books, because if you're drinking to get escape you, there's something there that you need to work on, like something in your past or pain that you're going through and suffering. So you need to figure that out. So I would say I'm all for AA, but honestly, I think
I'm not. Like I quit cigarettes and other drugs like cold turkey, but like I feel like AA is like